President Donald Trump informing FBI Director James Comey that he has been terminated and removed from office.
When I decided to just do it, I said to myself, I said, you know, this Russia thing with Trump and Russia is a made-up story.
The person overseeing this giant investigation to come will be the newly selected special counsel, former FBI Director Robert Mueller.
The entire thing has been a witch hunt, and there is no collusion between certainly myself and my campaign.
I take the president's words. I know I was fired because of something about the way I was conducting the Russia investigation.
The New York Times reports Donald Trump Jr. was informed in an email that the material was part of a Russian government effort to aid his father's candidacy.
Clearly, you have an attempt by Donald Trump Jr., Paul Manafort, Jared Kushner to get information. Politically, this is very damaging to the Trump White House.
Let me be very clear. I did not collude with Russia.
FBI agents raided the home of former Trump campaign chief Paul Manafort. Comes amid the probe into Russian efforts to influence the 2016 election.
Paul Manafort himself, we're told, is heading to the U.S. Marshals Service now for processing.
Today's announcement has nothing to do with the president, has nothing to do with the president's campaign or campaign activity.
New charges against another former Trump campaign, this time an advisor.
His name is George Papadopoulos. He's pled guilty to making false statements to FBI agents.
Michael Flynn, the former national security advisor, appearing in federal court here in Washington, D.C. this morning to plead guilty to a single count of lying to the FBI in the course of the Russia investigation.
The indictment charges 13 Russian nationals and 3 Russian companies for committing federal crimes.
Alex van der Zwaan pleading guilty to lying to federal authorities about his interactions with a former Trump campaign associate. Former Trump campaign aide Rick Gates pleading guilty to both counts of conspiracy and making false statements.
The FBI today raided the office of President Trump's longtime personal lawyer, Michael D. Cohen.
A federal judge sent Paul Manafort to prison today. The federal judge saying that she couldn't overlook allegations that he tried to tamper with witnesses.
The Justice Department announcing indictments of 12 Russian intelligence officers for hacking offenses during the 2016 presidential election.
The probe is a disaster for our country. I think it's kept us apart. It's kept us separated. There was no collusion at all.
Michael Cohen, President Trump's former lawyer, pleading guilty to 8 criminal counts. There were 18 counts against Paul Manafort, alleging a variety of misdeeds. The jury came out with a guilty verdict on 8 counts, 10 counts. They could not come to a consensus.
Paul Manafort officially pleading guilty here at U.S. District Court to 2 criminal charges, and prosecutors saying that he is willing to cooperate with the Mueller investigation.
Tough day for Mr. Manafort, but he's accepted responsibility.
NBC News has now confirmed that Michael Cohen, the president's former lawyer, is pleading guilty in federal court to a new charge.
Roger Jason Stone, 66, of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, was arrested in Fort Lauderdale today following an indictment by a federal grand jury on January 24th in the District of Columbia.
I am ashamed because I know what Mr. Trump is. He is a racist, he is a con man, and he is a cheat.
Judge Berman saying it is hard to overstate the number of lies, the amount of fraud, and the amount of money in this case. So a total of 7.5 years in jail for Paul Manafort.